Why are you dying?
Because I am gay and have a small penis.
Every time you do this.
Every time I do this, I cannot explain. Does the lion need to explain why he hunts the gazelle?
Your friend says they're ready for us to start, Cam.
Yes, I'm aware. Here we go.
Jose, Jose.
Hello, everyone.
What is
I'm
going on?
jumping right into the triptych today. Of all of us together. Hello, everyone. My name is Cameron, and I'm here with Will and Connor, as always. This is episode 9 of the Living Joke podcast. I want to remind everyone that if you want to check out all the rest of us, all the rest of the stuff that we do, videos, content, all this type of thing, head over to our Substack, thelivingjoke.substack.com. And there's lots of really fun stuff, including the meme wall, which we don't talk about enough. I need to throw some vintage memes up there because I have a folder of some real classics. But we have the meme wall over there. We'll post our. I've even heard rumblings of Connor maybe posting something at some point. And I'm working on some content for us, so make sure to head over to the Substack and follow us there for that stuff in the future. We especially want to build that up because we want to do exclusive member stuff for you at some point, like, maybe letting you play Fortnite with us and whatnot. Although, honestly, anyone in our audience can't do any worse than the randoms that we're forced to play with otherwise. So, it'll be fine. But that was all coming in the future as the show builds and develops. Thank you all for watching. I also want to mention you can follow us on Instagram, TLJ_joke. And that's a lot of fun stuff. Will particularly spends a lot of time posting absolutely insane stuff on Instagram. So, and a lot of that stuff ends up being exclusive to Instagram and may appear on Substack if we get around to it. So, follow us on Instagram. And you also get clips of the show, so if you have a part that you really remembered, you might end up as a clip, and then you can watch it again. I also want to mention, because I'm trying to get all of my hosts in this habit of saying we are part of the Soup Media Soupcast Podcast Network, and we're, of course, very happy to be part of the Soupcast Network, and I'm trying to get myself trained, because I don't even do it on the Cameron Journal yet, and I'm in charge of the podcast network. So I'm trying to get myself in the habit of doing it, so that's right now. So, yeah, we're going to dive right in. First of all, our icebreaker topic, our new segment, icebreaker segment, to get us in. Will has been borrowing my car for the last couple weeks. He sold his car, and he has been borrowing my car to tool around in, and he's been on a bit of a commute lately. And you've been experimenting with Subaru's eyesight system that instead of regular cruise control that keeps your car at a steady speed, uses LiDAR, those two bug eyes in the roof of my car, to use LiDAR to actually set your distance and speed for you. It also has lane keeping. It's all very modern, even for 2017. It's a 2017 Forester. Even for 2017, they're all very modern and up to date. And I've had a chance to play with it because I bought this car on a road trip and then drove another like 4,000 miles with it. So I'm very familiar. But Will is a bit new to this stuff, and he had some thoughts on Subaru's eyesight system. So we're going to start there.
Well, I can say that for starters, my attraction to women hasn't changed, so lesbian vehicle for sure.
Yep.
Um, I definitely do feel it, but it's a very comfortable ride. I like your car. I think that it's snappy compared to anything I've had anyway.
Yeah.
Um, I did sell my Ford Fusion, the 2016 Titanium, um, and waiting for a Honda Civic Hybrid that's like basically new. It's an 06 with only 62K on it. Pretty good,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, you're the I haven't driven something with that's been top heavy or had a lot of wind resistance in a long time. So
Yeah.
I find it a tiny bit unwieldy, especially because I've been driving like a tuned, nice trim car for a while.
Yeah.
Um, so
Sadly, that is the top end of that Euro Forester. That's the premium edition. That's as good as
is
you
it
could get.
really?
It is. Yep. That was the best
Wow.
Forester you could get in that model year. Yep.
I mean, no, I can see it. I can see, like, I can definitely see that. You've got the extra doodads, the lidar, the heated
Mm-hmm.
seats,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and the AC system is really nice. And now that I
It is
stick,
now. It was not when it was new. There was a recall because the air conditioning unit
oh,
didn't work that well. It now it'll freeze you out. When I first
oh
got it,
yeah,
it was not the air AC was not great. And I actually ended up driving across Death Valley in California with that AC, and I was kind of sweating there for a while. But it's great now because there was a recall. But yeah, also it's the moonroof. You only get the 360 extended moonroof in the premium edition.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, yeah, that was the big feature that year. So,
Oh, it has a lot of great creature comforts. Like, I mean,
mhm.
really, if you're looking for a nice used car that's got utility, I think it's a great car.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, the getting to the lidar specifically, and driving, I find keeping the lane keep system on and the cruise control, it's a much smoother driving experience, I will say, than trying to maintain just with, your own steering, for me
yeah.
anyway, because I've driven a sedan for like the last 12 years. Uh, um, but yeah, also it's interesting to see what the car thinks is safe driving versus how I've always driven. And when you switch with that cruise control, say your lane slows down to 50 miles an hour and you were cruising at 75, when you switch over, there's like a pretty decent, nice, slow, casual build to that 70 miles an hour. And it takes a second. It judges the distance and you can set the distance between the car. Close is way too fucking close for me.
Agreed.
Medium, definitely probably the best of the lot.
Yes.
Hmm.
And the far is too far because three cars will get in front of you. The far is too far.
Yeah, far
Yeah.
is much too far. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I mean, I remember I had a car that yelled at me for I had my phone in my hand and it knew that I had my phone in my hand. I wasn't even using it. And
Yeah.
it told me to get off the phone, and I was like, I do not want a car that is going to tell me how to run my fucking life.
Yeah. Cars are definitely the area where the nanny state situation is a little excessive. Thank you, Ralph Nader. That
Thank you,
that
Ralph
was
Nader.
yeah. Thank you, Ralph Nader. Yeah. And yeah, the cars are definitely an area where there can be an excess amount of safety features and everything. But yeah, I know. We had talked about when I first moved here. We had talked about that system, and we'd never really gotten a chance to go out onto the highway and show it to you. So I'm glad that you've had this experiential experience with it. So yeah,
Mm.
it's
Yeah,
um,
and thank you for letting me borrow it. It's been a lifesaver because in between, I told him, I was like, oh no, I won't need to use your car because I already got one picked out and blah, blah, blah. And
yeah,
then they ended up having to put it in the garage because the check engine light came on. So I'm like, well,
yeah.
hey, Cam.
It's okay. It's good for it because I don't go that many places, so it's good. It's good for it. Um, so it's yeah, it's fun. It's fun times. But I do want to quickly move on to segment one, only because, and people are gonna laugh. We've been kind of going over. I have another recording with a big guest right after this show, so this show is going to be exactly 1 hour today. So we're gonna move right into our first segment, which is updates with our favorite streamers and other celebrities doing crazy stuff. Um, I did find an Atozy video about Johnny Somali and the guy in Korea who punched him. So, for those that don't know, Johnny Somali is this streamer who went to Korea, caused a bunch of chaos, invading stores, annoying people in the street, all this type of thing. And he's on trial in South Korea, and so we've been following the story. A lot of people have. We've talked about this before. And I did find in a Tozy short talking with the guy who punched Johnny Somali in the face in South Korea. So let me change from this screen to this screen, and we'll watch. Oh, let me bring you guys out first. Bump. Bump. There we go.
We're standing here in Gwangjang Market, and I'm here with Jung Do, who infamously punched Johnny Somali in the face while he was standing right here.
Are you guys enjoying the stream today?
I had a few questions for him about what happened, and my first question would be, why did you do it?
So the reason why I did it is because he was assaulting people in my country. Just by his behavior, it just made me feel like furious. Made me go like blind rage just by harassing women and children and elderly people because for its clout, and also desecrating the statue that memorializes women who were forced into slavery, sorry about that, by Japanese imperials, which, by the way, most of them are underage. So after he did that, I just like, you know, screw it, I'm just gonna risk it.
Because you're in your 20s, I'm assuming most people in Korea in their 20s also feel the same way towards him?
Yeah, where everyone's just sick of him. Most people recognize him for wrong reason.
If I may ask, how were you able to track him down?
So to make it short, I was about to like, you know, do some of my personal like problems dealing with like accounting things. So then all of a sudden, around like 2 or 3 o'clock, Johnny was live streaming. I decided to call my friends. So we started to gather in the Discord call and told them, guys, this guy is streaming. We got to figure this guy, where this guy is. I know where his house is, but I'm not sure if you go to other places that I'm not familiar with. So can you guys track him down while I'm riding a train? And it was like, sure, go ahead. So basically the 4 of us figure out where he's going. One specific spot that helped me find this guy, it was a coffee shop right here.
Oh, so it was the White Button Coffee and Dessert?
Yeah, but it's all because of this place that I figured it out. And all of a sudden I was like filled with just adrenaline coming up. And then I was like, kept running, and then I arrived here. And one of my friends just told me like, dude, I saw a police station in your camera. Bail, man, just bail. And then I walk across the street, and then I came here.
You ended up sucker punching him right here, and then you ran this way, right?
Yeah.
He kind of started chasing you a little bit, and you had a little bit of a confrontation. So you guys ran down here, and then if I remember correctly, you ran down here. And then this is essentially where the altercation ended. Because he said something, you ended up running a little bit back up the stairs, and then you went, oh, okay, I gotta disengage.
Yeah, I was like, you know, I'm just so tired. I just want to go back home. That's it.
He's like, he got his head in and he was done.
So that's a clip from the latest Satoshi video on Johnny Somali. He's in South Korea right now. Johnny is on trial. The charges are piling up. I was quickly looking for kind of the latest on the legal side of things. And I couldn't find anything recent. I'm sure there's Legal Minds video about it. But yeah, Atosi's out there doing the work of the Lord, one might argue.
I've been following it semi closely lately because there hasn't been that many updates. Right. The latest update is that he went to court. He basically looked defeated and looked like a fool. Yeah. And they admitted guilt to one more charge, but they're still fighting the deepfake one. So he's admitted to like 9 of the 10 crimes he's committed, and then he's still gonna try to fight the deepfake. That's the Cliff Notes version.
Yeah. So anyway, but I thought this short was funny because it was the guy that punched him. I'm like, oh, that's compelling. We'll watch that. Like, so
I was just too tired.
What's his arguments at this point? What's he saying? That he distributed the deepfakes but didn't create them?
Yes, I believe so.
And then also he's saying that basically I did all this, but not at that time you said I did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I did do this, but it was a different day than you're claiming. And what was the other thing? Oh, he's still claiming he's a student in hopes for leniency.
That's sad.
Yeah. I mean, like, he wasn't lying, but he is because he hasn't been back. He, like, went, like, once, and then I think never just went back to wherever he was getting education from.
Yeah, that's yeah, well, and that's also a situation where it'd be kind of like, well, just press play on the video, like, you know, be like,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
I was like, yeah, well, here's the video, like, here's the, um,
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Yeah, that he streams all the shit
yeah,
that he does.
that's to me the biggest problem with his whole legal defense. It's like we have video footage of everything, multiple
Yeah.
screenshots. It's all over the internet. Like what's the art now? The only thing his lawyer can argue is sentencing. Like that's just like it's the
Mm.
word. This needs to be the moral defense. You're basically a good person who made a lot of mistakes for laughs, and hopefully they'll take that into account in the years you'll be spending in prison in a foreign country. I guess the only
Did
upside is he'll come out speaking fluent Korean.
through both holes.
Ah! So
Uh,
terrible. So terrible.
what were some of the shit? What were a couple of the crazy things he did, Connor? I remember the statue. He twerked on the statue, disrespect the girls who were enslaved at the Japanese invasion, I believe, of Korea. And then the dancing naked in the street. Oh, he dressed up as the KKK in his last before his last court date. What else has he done? I don't remember.
He
So
accosted
much.
the ramen shop lady.
Oh, that's right. The ramen lady. What else? Yep,
I mean,
he was
I think
throwing
this was
ramen.
just. I think this was just a claim, but this is a pretty insane thing to say about how he was going to go around and inject people with his AIDS blood.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be a super spreader.
Yep.
And he was saying, you're right, yeah, because then he was like, yeah, I'm going to go out and just give whatever I have to every Korean prostitute and Korean woman, and if I get AIDS, I'll be a super spreader. I
No,
think
I
he
don't
also
remember
threatened to rape the judge's wife.
No, that is true. That is, yeah. He talks too much. He talks too
Yeah,
much. That's, but
he's just a hole.
that nothing good comes out of. So, all right. Final thoughts on Johnny, and then we'll bounce over to Lil Nas X.
If his goal is to go to prison in a foreign country, I think he's succeeded.
Mission accomplished.
Congrats, Johnny. We're proud of you, buddy. I don't know what else. I don't know what else your goal, like your end game was.
Well, man, reach for the stars, and you'll hit your dreams, bro. I guess.
Yeah, sadly, unfortunately, it's.
Hank's like, you promised me you'd go all out, bro.
I never
No, I
said
didn't.
that.
Hank's like, look, I lost my gym membership.
No, it's so crazy. All right, so getting back to actual celebrities, not people who pretend on the internet. So Lil Nas X, the famous gay rapper, he was hit with 4 felonies after attacking and injuring cops. Now, this whole thing started when he was going around the streets of Los Angeles on Ventura Boulevard, in a good part of town, in the valley, no less, San Fernando Valley, in the valley. He was outside, and he did all of this. I'm not going to play the video because it's TMZ and it'll be littered with ads, but and then the cops were called, they confronted him, and then a altercation took place, and he injured 3 cops. And there's pictures of him. He started out in boots and underwear until he ended up naked with no boots and
With
no
nothing.
underwear. Yep, with nothing. And so
Nothing but a smile.
nothing but a smile. Yeah, it said that he was, the cops thought he was high on drugs, and they took him to a hospital and later transferred him to jail. And this has kind of been an ongoing story. He posted a video on Instagram that said that everything was going to be fine and all this sort of thing. And there was erratic behavior reported. He had that temporary palsy you get sometimes on the left side of his face several months ago as well.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Bell's
yeah.
palsy.
That's it. That's right. So yeah, so this is more people acting crazy in public. Speaking of people doing crazy things in public.
I like how it's worded. They thought he was high on drugs. It's like they bring him in. No, he was just being nuts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the case, but that'd be kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah. There was no, from what I've heard, there was no evidence he was actually on any drugs, but that's just a rumor. Nothing official has been released on that. But the fact that he took him to a hospital and then was later transferred to jail, I think indicates that he was fine enough to not be at the hospital. So, yeah, but
having worked with them, he may have been high on something. It's possible, but one, I bet that they're gonna try their best to fucking hush it up or silence it, or it's gonna be like, yeah, you're high, but all your vitals are fine and you don't want to hurt yourself or anybody else, so you can go to jail even though you're high.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, he may still have been high, but he was good enough to go to jail. That's all they cared about.
Yeah,
So...
yeah, he wasn't throwing shit and shitting on the floor and whatever.
Right. So yeah, so more celebrities behaving badly. I think this is just, I think drugs had to have been involved something, or it might be a mental health thing as well, given the Paul situation. There could be an underlying health thing, but either way,
I mean, I don't know, man. That seems like a cop out that famous people use for acting crazy.
No, I mean, there could be a mental health story here. I'm on the side of drugs and crazy. I'm in camp.
I mean, there's a mental health
camp
story.
High and crazy.
There's a mental health story for sure. It just depends on which version you want to believe.
Yeah, exactly. So there's anyway. Final thoughts on Lil Nas X?
No, I don't have anything to say about Lil Nas X.
No, that's fine. That's okay. We still have some other. I'm gonna switch back to this.
Take your horse to the hotel room.
Right. No, we don't necessarily have links or anything, but did you want to dash through Destiny and the child porn thing?
Oh yeah. So Biggest Loser in history, Destiny, has been found in possession, was reported to police for possession of child porn as an alleged affair between him and, I don't know if it was one of his fans or somebody, I don't know. The story, it just came out, I'm still looking into it, but Destiny, I guess, was receiving sexy pictures, exchanging sexy pictures with this girl, and I believe some of the pictures are from a time when she was 16 years old. They're dated. And then he admitted to having it, so he got reported to the police. There's a whole other civil suit going on, too. And I guess this just came out, too, and then he fucking, like most streamers, couldn't shut his mouth and decided to yap to somebody without talking to his lawyer, and then made things 10 times worse.
As one does.
Yeah, I'll say my piece on Destiny after this, but that is that's the Cliff Notes quick news. 2 + 2 is 4. That's quick maths, whatever that guy says. Minus 1 + 3, quick maths. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any thoughts on Destiny?
Connor, you go first.
I don't even know if I know who this guy is. I have to take a look.
That's how big of a fucking loser Destiny is.
What's
Yes.
what's the easiest way to find them? Destiny, what,
Destiny,
streaming?
child porn.
Or just put in
American
Destiny
online
on
streamer.
YouTube. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine.
Destiny live streaming. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
I
that's it.
mean, you know, part of me tries to not judge people, like don't judge a book by its cover, but also I have great fucking gut instincts and shit like that, and just looking at this person, it's like, yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Just looks like a
Yeah,
fucking degen. Excuse my language.
no, it's giving Onision is what it's giving to really
Oh,
pull back
yeah.
into history. Let me snatch
Fucking
that reference from the 2010s back out to the 2020s.
I'm a
Yeah, it's giving Onision.
banana. No, I'm a banana.
Yeah,
Look at
no.
me! Or whatever he said.
Like there's a lot, but there's just that dead behind the eyes look that makes me think that when I see somebody with that look, I think this person does not think about who they want to be and just does what the fuck ever.
Yeah, they're on autopilot. They're NPCs.
Yeah, well, and I think the other
in this guy's case, it's very gross, inappropriate things and illegal.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, and there's also kind of the other half of the story. He's kind of a loudmouth, rambunctious liberal streamer who says lots of dumb, controversial things that have very little basis in any sort of truth one might find anywhere, sort of thing. And so there's that kind of angle to it as well. You know, the politics of it all, which is where it kind of cuts into my world a little bit, sort of thing. So,
My final piece on Destiny is I've never seen somebody. Well, as if he started streaming video games and then became this political activist, whatever, streamer, debater, professional debater. I have never seen somebody take an L every single fucking time they do an interview. I've never seen somebody take as many L's as Destiny, and I am amazed that he even still has a career. Anybody wants to talk to him, even. I couldn't even believe Jordan Peterson gave him the time of day. I'm like, that was just like,
that's insane.
might as well be stepping on an ant. Like,
but I'd love to. I've never watched that, so I have to watch. Mr.
Oh yeah,
Peterson
worth a watch.
Crap all over him.
Just makes him look like an absolute buffoon.
That sounds fun.
yeah, I always sometimes I'm kind of like, why do these other idiots? Why are they more famous than me? Like, it's like, people of the world, stop watching Destiny. Come watch the Cameron Journal News Hour Mondays at 7. Like,
Exactly.
I get so frustrated. It's like, it's something with Johnny Somali. I'm just kind of like, wow. And I've spent the last decade of my life delivering really great information and podcasts and journalism and hundreds of interviews with fascinating people and all this type of thing. And yeah, and people are watching Johnny Somali. Like, that's the stuff that bothers me at 2 o'clock in the morning.
How dare you have morals and a conscience?
It's my biggest flaw. Oh, anyway, do you want to talk about Rajah Jackson? I don't even know who that is.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot the
Rampage
email.
one.
Oh my god.
That's all right.
So
Take a quick
he
peek.
Flipped out. He flipped out. You said. Yeah, I'll look it
Yes.
up real quick.
Someone did something.
So what I guess is what happened is that he was at a pro wrestling event, and the guy, like, with Psycho Stu, the wrestler, like, smashed a beer can on his head, but like he thought he knew this was a skit. Anyway, he was, very surprised by it. They talked it out, figured it out. He apologized and, whatever, but he invited him to come back in. He's like, you can get your payback in the ring, though. And, like, continuing the skit. And instead, Rajah Jackson comes in and absolutely fucking floors this guy and is literally like the dude looks dead. He's just beating an unconscious man, and like for a while.
Yeah, I'm looking at some footage right now to see.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, it looks like they talk. I mean, this video's long, but I'm
Supposedly-
just jumping through to see them.
Oh yeah, it's okay. Rampage did make a statement. You can see here on the. Can we get rid of that?
I'm going to right now. Well, try to anyway. Something's gone wrong here. Oh, there it is.
Rampage himself, Elder Rampage Jackson, put out a statement just saying how deeply concerned he is for Psycho Stu. Then he's also deeply concerned for his son.
Yeah.
But that's all I've heard.
That's
so far.
what we have here at the New York Post. That's really it. I guess there's a short video. Let's watch.
You know, it's hard for me to
It's like
to talk
3
about it,
minutes.
but, you know,
We'll not
keep it
watch the whole
100, you
thing,
know.
just this first bit here.
I feel bad about what happened to Psycho Stu. I don't condone what my son did at all. Very, very unfortunate. If I was there, things would have went down, but you know what I'm saying? I wasn't there. I'm a father, so
Anyway, that's him talking in
Yeah.
the bowling alley about the whole thing. It's from this tweet. So, but no, yeah, I was just just kind of looking at the, interesting things that are happening in the world. Celebrities run amok, but that's a fascinating story. I had no idea. I wasn't even paying attention to that bit of celebrity news, but yeah, that whole sort of skit thing going on, it's all gone out of control. Although, good news, it appears that Psycho Stu has regained consciousness, according to Yahoo Sports here. So,
Good. Yeah.
That's
I think
good.
that's good. That's very good. Last I knew, he was still unconscious. So good for Psycho Stu.
yeah. All right, well, let's move on to segment
Connor,
2.
did you have
Yeah.
anything to say on Raja?
No, just that he was. It seems like they kind of resolved it, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I understand that they don't want to like put footage of someone like beaten on the internet, but unless I like see pictures of this guy's face absolutely fucking annihilated, then I think it was all part of the act. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm really being honest. What's his name? Psycho Stu.
Yeah. This didn't look like a bit. I mean, if you didn't see it, I don't know.
Well, I'm trying. I couldn't. It was.
You couldn't find it?
Did you guys have a no? Did you guys have a video up where it like actually shows him getting hit? Because everyone I see, it's just like when it shows him getting hit, it just shows Raja on top of him, and it doesn't show like.
Oh.
This
the
looks
footage.
like it might be it. Let's find out.
Well,
Yeah, play it.
yeah, let's see.
Yeah, viewer discretion. This might be violent. This. This right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is it.
they're trying to get him off of him.
Looks pretty
They took
convincing.
3 dudes to restrain him.
Yeah, but were they really? I mean, now
Alright,
it
we
looks a
can
lot
cut the
more
audio.
believable because people are freaking out. Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Uh,
Yeah, no, everybody's
let's
freaking
see.
out.
Picture him in the hot. I'm like trying to just see anything. Yeah, people are freaking out. Picture him in the hospital. I'm gonna say, I mean, if it wasn't part of the skit and he really got hurt, then I'm sorry for the guy and I'm glad he's okay. Looking at him though, and like how much damage was done. Questionable.
Well, you would know. You're an expert in such things, so I trust
Well, no,
your judgment
it's
on
just,
that.
I also know you can fix people up really well, and there might be internal damage, but it just seems like this guy, Raja, is an animal and clearly not small. I feel like if he really fucking wailed on him like that, trying to hurt him, doesn't look like he broke any bones. Yeah, I don't know, but I wasn't there.
I mean,
Psycho Stu, I'm glad you're all right. If it really went down and you really got hurt, glad you're better.
we kind of, where me and Connor are two sides of a coin right now, because Connor has the fighter experience and I have a decent amount of medical knowledge, and we're looking at it from two different standpoints. But I will admit, I can see that it could be a bit, because there have been some pretty convincing ones in the past.
I'm just here's my like thing watching. We have pretty much real bare knuckle boxing right now. They have a little bit of protection on, but it's as close as we're gonna get. You see these guys clock each other once, like good on the orbital with a bare knuckle, and that shit is shattered, and your face is all messed up. Raja's a real fighter. He's not a professional wrestler. He knows how to hit people. I just personally think, how many times did he hit him? 10?
No, like 15.
For him to just
16.
like 15 plus.
Several seconds of that video we just watched.
For him to just have the broken nose, and like I said, I know there can be internal damage, but with bare knuckles, I'm kind of surprised that his face isn't just wrecked.
Yeah, I mean, there's also the fact that he's unconscious, so there's no resistance. When you get tears in your face, it's not because if somebody punches you and you go with the punch, your face isn't going to tear. So his head's constantly being tossed around. Yeah. So broken neck, concussion, CTE, could fuck his spine, could end his career, could fucking make him blind. He probably has internal damage. Could have fucked up his teeth. Could have fucked up his throat, his esophagus, like fucking everything. And it was completely uncalled for. Whether it was a bit or not, he definitely went too far. If this is real, and I'm, as a medical professional, and I am, you can check my license, I think this was fucking one of the most vicious attacks I've ever seen on an unconscious person. He's literally laying there. There's no reaction. You can't lay there dead and you can't lay there like that and have no reaction when somebody's punching you. You have reflexes.
Right. Yeah.
You would see him jumping every time he got hit. That dude's fucking out.
Yeah. That's a good point.
No, this is good.
He's Dunyan rings.
It's frightening. It's frightening. No,
Dunyan rings.
No, this is good. I'm glad we found that clip and everything.
Well, not that anyone deserves to get hurt, but good thing he was a big guy too. If that happened to me, I would be just dead.
Oh yeah, you'd be decapitated probably.
Even with my experience, if Raja punched me in the head, my head would just be like.
I mean, me and Cam are big guys, but if that dude attacked us, we'd get fucked. We'd probably survive, but we'd get really fucked up, no doubt.
Yeah, yeah. No, it would be quite gnarly, quite catastrophic. Definitely a broken bone situation. Especially anything you're using to block or anything like that. Even if you're just protecting your face, you're gonna end up with broke forearms. Possibly.
You just gotta do the Caesar Milan method and put your hand up the dog's ass.
Yeah.
Put your hand up that brother's ass.
That then takes the fight in a whole new direction.
He'll go home. He'll go home and reconsider his life.
He's just sitting at home being like, damn, what's happened?
And in catch wrestling, we call this here the oil check.
Oh, well, we're we're 20 minutes to the hour, and I have a hard out today. So, we're gonna skip over segment 2, and we'll come back to that next time. We're gonna go right into our game segment, our gaming segment chat. Connor, we're gonna start off with you because you played a new game called Peak, and I'm ready to hear all about it.
I mean, how new is it, really? It came out this year, right?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a new game, but it's new to you.
Yeah, it is new to me. Now I'm just curious. Yeah, it came out this year.
Yeah.
Our friend, I call him, I don't think you'll care, not that I'm even saying his real name, Master Nicarus.
Yes.
Master Nicarus told me to get Peak. And yeah, I was very surprised. I didn't have any real expectations going into this game. I've seen people play it on YouTube. I haven't seen much. I've only seen people play the first level. I thought it was gonna be, not that there's aspects that are kind of, but I thought it was just gonna be like purely an only up style game, with no like real obstacle or strategy thought, whatever. But it's way more fun than that. There's a lot of tools. For those who don't know what it is, you climb. So it is an only up style game. You and your characters, your friends, it can be played multiplayer or solo, but it's definitely meant to be a like couch co-op kind of feeling game. And your plane has crash landed and you're trying to escape this mysterious island. For an $8 game that's very simple looking, it's beautiful looking. Again, developers, you don't have to, things don't need to be freaking photorealistic. Will and I have mentioned this, well, Will's mentioned it more than me, but I 100% agree. I don't play games to feel like I'm in reality. Video games are my outlet to relax and escape from reality. I don't need it to be hyper realistic by any means. So Peak is great for the simpler, like cartoony style. It's still beautiful. The ambiance is nice. Nicarus and I were just sitting in a cave at one point, like staring out over the map. Lots of fun little tools. I won't go over everything in the game, but fun things like to make the adventure easier or harder on your friends if you really want to, you know, Mario Party aspect if you want to ruin some friendships. I think Peak is a great game too. I almost made my buddy fall off the mountain by throwing a banana peel at his feet. But go check it out if you like that kind of stuff or just want something fun to play with your friends. It's only $8. It's way worth it. It could have been a $15 game or something. Still would have gotten it.
Excellent. Impressive.
Yeah.
It has the
I wish I had a
stamp of approval.
screenshot. I wish I had a screenshot also of you can customize your characters a little bit, like their face and such, and my character just looks furiously angry all the time. Not that Nick's really looked any happier.
Nick's just slightly less angry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is I hadn't even heard of this game till Nick brought it up, so I didn't even look at it yet. Oh, this is cute. This is so cute.
Oh god, I didn't find any explosives. I didn't even see that yet.
A little guy came up to, for the audio only listen, a little guy comes up to the character and the cake, holding a cake, and then it explodes like suicide bombs him. Holy crap.
No, I just found
Yeah,
the
there's
Steam page real
rogues
quick so
like
we could have a
this.
visual, because Con had mentioned it's like, oh, I don't have any of it. I'm like, oh, let me just grab the Steam page real quick, so I just grabbed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
excellent, as
do
the
you
Connor
play it in
stamp of
VR?
approval.
Oh, and lastly, I would say too, something I didn't really expect is it has a little bit of replayability because there's at least unlockables, like the hats and stuff you can see the characters wearing and their suits and shit.
Cool.
Oh, cute. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, all right. The other one that we started to play the other night that I was not terribly a fan of was Mage Arena. Will was all very insistent. He literally bought it for us. Sort of
Yeah,
things. I
thank
think it
you,
was
by the way.
$3 or something. Yes, thank you
Oh
again. I
yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, and we experimented that also with our friends, our greater gaming group. And yeah, I struggled. I gave up at one point. I gave up and left. I did. It
I
was a
mean,
bit of
you
a
stuck
disaster
it
for
through
me.
until pretty close to the end.
Yeah, yeah. You didn't miss anything. We were just
No.
kind of dicking around.
I think Cam probably 5 minutes after you left. I think we all said okay. We done.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Well,
Um,
I'm glad that I was just the first to be ready to be done. So that's, I led the
yeah,
charge. But yeah, I definitely struggle. But what are your guys' thoughts on it?
You go
uh,
ahead. Bo.
I think. Well, Cam, I'd like to say I think I convinced Cam, I hope, to give it at least one more shot because the difference being is that we were all playing with like our friend group and we were all just kind of checking it out, seeing how the game works, trying to kill each other with spells, you know. But there wasn't really any objective or point because we were just screwing around. So I thought it would be better if we, went and there was, in a multiplayer server against a bunch of other people. So hopefully we can get Cam to open the old spell book one more time.
Give it one more shot. We'll all play together. Have some communication.
Yeah, we'll all be on
Yes.
the same team too.
Yeah.
I think it is my thoughts. It's not a game for like 5 people. It's you definitely need to have more people.
Yeah, well, and because the maps are quite large, it can be hard to find people to even do anything. Also, the game is rather dark, even when it's day and the game is still Seattle in January.
Yeah, I don't love the
And
lighting either. I'm with you on that.
yeah, yeah.
I
So
like the lighting. I like the artistic choice. It reminds me of oh, what the heck's this game? I'll find it in a second. While I'm talking here. But yeah, Mage Arena, it's voice activated spell casting. So you get your make your little wizard guy. You get different costumes and hats based on your level. And as you gain more experience, you get more spells. Blah blah blah. Bob's your uncle. You get what the heck's the other thing? There's like a teleport spell. There's magic missiles. There's a freeze spell. There's a gravity spell. Nick has a bunch of other stuff because he was a couple levels ahead of us.
there's
But
a wormhole spell. That's the transport spell. Fireball. Yeah. Will
Something's
disconnected.
happened to Bo.
He disconnected.
I don't know what happened. Apologies.
Yeah. So yeah, this fireball. There's a bunch of different spells that you can do, and you also can eat logs and mushrooms and
Oh, yeah.
frogs to make soup that will give you strength. And yeah,
Yeah, it gives you little buffs. But they're like, oh, it's the toad thing. I'm like, what toad are you talking about? They're like, the thing in our base.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
he
that
doesn't look like a frog at
monstrosity?
all.
It just looks like
Yeah.
some kind of abomination. I
It's
didn't even know
horrible.
what it was. But yeah, it
It's
makes soup
horrible
out
looking.
of anything, I guess.
yeah. No, it's quite it's quite interesting. The controls are kind of weird. That's pretty easy to get used to and all that type of thing. It was. I definitely struggled along. So
I find it fun. I like the novelty of it, and I think it's cute, and I like the art style. The that game developer I was talking about, I will look for in a minute if you guys have any thoughts.
Yeah, things I
oh,
like
because you're
about
still looking for
Mage
that game it
Arena.
reminds you of. Yeah.
Well, my whole browser shit itself, so I have to. I did have it, and then I forgot because it shit itself. So continue.
Connor, Mage Arena.
Yeah,
now
things I
your
like
turn.
about Mage Arena are there was more to it than what, like, on the surface. My example is that when we first started playing, I felt that the wormhole spell wasn't super useful, considering you just are able to only place it right on top of yourself, essentially. But then, realizing more what you could do with it, that, like, the freeze spell, if you cast it on a portal, shuts the portal. Combined with other things like levitation staffs, you could potentially bait enemies into taking a portal out over, like a pit to kill them. A lot of the other spells too seem to, you can shoot fireballs through it, but the actual strategy, I felt like for a $3 game and then watching the videos, just watching people run around like throwing fireballs like a bunch of momos in every direction, I was like, oh, this is just gonna be a very like just spam spells, no thought kind of game, but that's not the case. And Will and I had some good, we had some good duels. We had some good 1v1s when we were playing those matches.
Yes, we did. I did find the developer. That's all I was going to say, sorry. It's New Blood Interactive is the developer of the game Dusk. If you ever want to check that out. If you like boomer shooters meaning like you like playing the old computer games like Doom, where like you even had to control it with your arrow keys, and there was no aiming up and down. That's like a boomer shooter. These are a little more modernized, but they're a lot of fun. They have the same aesthetic. A Medieval, Gloomwood, Dusk, Ultra Kill. They're all bangers. Definitely, if you're in the mood for some blood and guts and jibs, that's your best bet.
Fun. So yes,
chunky,
I need
chunky jibs.
I definitely need some time to recover from my Mage Arena trauma. But I may be open again in the future, but I have to recover from the trauma first.
Understood.
Because the trauma is traumatizing. The last game, it was something I was going to talk about. I've been playing Age of Empires Mobile. No one cares about this, but it's been my new little passion. As someone who played Age of Empires, every version, like as on the computer as a kid, sort of thing.
We all love mobile games.
Yes, I was very excited to have this sort of thing to play again. Even it's in a mobile format, so it's microtransaction hell. But I've been having a lot of fun. I've already met some interesting people. I am in an alliance that's primarily ran by Europeans, so it's an excellent opportunity to practice my French and German. We have so far banned Italian and Portuguese. We tried to ban French, but the French people ignored us and just kept speaking French, which is the most French thing to do. And if I can get rid of the Hungarians and the Russians here shortly and get them to at least switch over to German or French, that would be lovely. But it's a lot of fun. We're in the middle of a big campaign right now. It's been a little bit of a time suck, but it's been a lot of fun. So it is a mobile game. It is microtransaction hell. But if you're willing to work the system, it doesn't have to be. So if you're thought about downloading it, there's definitely a lot to do, especially in the early levels. There's mini games to play that give you rewards for stuff. So if you're willing to work the system, you can have a lot of fun and not give them any money, and I'm not giving them any money so far. So
this is not a sponsorship, but
no, and we're not.
It could be Age of Empires. If you're listening.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Cameron at CameronJoel.com. You're welcome to write in and but no, not sponsored. I'm just enjoying the game. It's been my passion as of late, and so yeah. Anyway, that was Cameron doing gaming.
What that lady? There's a famous clip. She's like, anybody can be a gamer, even if it's doing a Sudoku on your phone.
Yeah.
But I'll have to cue that up for next time. Great clip about that.
Yeah, no, we
because
always.
You can play all types of games. You're a gamer. You play other games besides mobile games?
No, I've always joked of the group. I'm the one kind of not gamer who also plays games, sort of thing. But you two have. It's been a much bigger part of your guys' life than it has been for mine. Because people don't know this, but I only started playing video games beyond old stuff back in the day in 2017, 18. And 2017 actually. And so yeah, so once I kind of quit playing Civilization and Age of Empires and Empire Earth and stuff like that when I was in college, I didn't touch any of it. I never owned a game console till 2017, and I hadn't touched a PC game by that time in almost 10 years. So this is it's still all very new to me, and I'm surrounded by people who've spent their lives doing this stuff. So I don't really consider myself one of y'all because my journey with it has been very different, but
it's okay. It's a bunch of nerdy shit that nobody else cares about except other nerds.
it's sad but true. It's sad but true. So, all right. Well, it's 4:55. So, and I mentioned we're gonna be short today. So, I want to thank everyone for coming by and staying and watching. We had a good group today. So I want to remind everyone on Instagram at TLJ_joke. You can join us there for the craziness. If you want to find videos, VODs, streaming schedules, links, all that fun stuff, thelivingjoke.substack.com. And don't forget to subscribe to get the latest stuff, including this show, delivered to your inbox. That's all the housekeeping stuff. Do you guys have anything left?
No, it was good to be here.
Excellent.
So long, everyone. Until next week.
All right. I'm going to play the trailer for Fantastic Worlds, an upcoming collection with Soup, and call it a day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.